So what's it like living in Clermont, Florida? Are you thinking of moving to Clermont, Florida? Or, maybe you saw homes for sale. We're going to take a tour and go on this journey of exploring this multifaceted city. Hi there, I'm a mom real estate agent in Claremont, Florida, which is located 30 minutes west of Orlando, Florida, and all the Disney parks. I post videos every Wednesday about real estate and lifestyle in the Orlando area. So make sure to jam that subscribe button if you're feeling my vibe. So what is it like living here in Claremont? Well, Claremont has had so many hidden gems meaning that you don't get tired of exploring all the layers that Claremont has to offer. And some examples of what I mean is like the topography and all the scenic views. So I talk a lot about this in the Moving to Claremont, Florida post, which you could rate right here. And the area is surrounded by breathtaking views and primarily due to the large hills and gorgeous lakes. And on the lakes you can do activities such as kayaking, boating, fishing, jet skis. There's so many things you can't even see my screen anymore. The new Claremont boat ramp is just opened up on May 5th, 2020, and is part of this very large and ongoing Clermont, Florida master plan. And they increased the parking and they doubled the launching pads. The trails are so amazing. You could bike, walk, run, jog, rollerblade, or just stroll at your own leisure. There's so many trails, the South Lake Trail, and there's a Florida Coast to Coast Connector Trail, and they join many small trails together, and that allows you to ride the entire way from coast to coast. And that's if you are up to riding 250 miles. And this is one of the many reasons why Claremont is named the choice of champions for all the Olympic athletes that train here, not just for the trails, but all the challenging hills. And so if you like biking, this is the place to be. Claremont is a very large city and there's so many different areas. So I'm going to break down the areas for you into 5 sections geographically so we can better understand each one. So area number 1 is the north part of Claremont. It also has Minneola, which is a different town with its own zip code. Claremont and Minneola, they share a zip code, which is the 34715 zip code. And sometimes you're going to find addresses in Claremont, Florida 34715, and Minneola, Florida 34715 as well. So Minneola also has a turnpike entrance, and this area is booming with a lot of new construction, and just Publix even has invested in this area, placing a supermarket nearby, and the Minneola turnpike entrance right next to the Minneola entrance. So they already purchased the land and they're ready to build that land. And area number 2 is South Claremont, and it has a separate zip code, and it's along Highway 27 with many communities. It's a little bit detached from Central Claremont, but it has many benefits because you're closer to Disney parks and where all the tourism is prominent. So area number 3 is West Claremont. If you would like access to, the chain of lakes, and most of the lake access communities are located in this area, although there are many residential subdivisions with lake access. And the majority are in this area, and it may take like 10 to 20 minutes just to get to the center of Claremont. So if proximity to the turnpike is important to you, you might consider living in other areas of Claremont. So area number 4 is Central Claremont. Central Claremont is located along Highway 50. And the central part has, downtown Clermont, Florida. One of the best things to love that is in this is that it looks like such a cozy small town feel. If you like to ride your bike and walk and enjoy in the outdoors, then you're gonna love the waterfront park, which I talked about in my downtown Clermont, Florida post right here. And you're gonna love to get all those details on that. So Claremont has so much to offer, just by, riding bikes, and the atmosphere is amazing. Area number 5 is East Claremont. East Claremont has a turnpike entrance nearby, nearby 272. It's closer to towns nearby like Winter Garden, Florida, and Oakland, mostly filled with like communities. It also has some waterfront homes for sale. So if proximity to the turnpike is important to you, this area is for you. You may also choose to live in proximity to North Claremont with the Minneola turnpike entrance, and it's just a couple miles down the road and allows for easy access to Orlando. There are restaurants all over, from amazing small businesses to big franchise chains with drive-thrus. You won't have to travel too far to enjoy many gourmet meals and explore all the wonderful chefs in the area. And although food and restaurants are located everywhere, the bulk of them are concentrated in between the East Claremont area and the Central Claremont areas. So let's talk about the cost of living. According to bestplaces.net, the cost of living in Miami is 14.4% more expensive than Claremont. Cost of living in Edison, New Jersey is 46.5% more expensive than Claremont. In Mystic, Connecticut, the cost of living is more expensive than Claremont by 14.5%. In Salem, Massachusetts, it's more expensive by 12.7%. Therefore, it is very affordable to live in Claremont. If you enjoy the beaches, well, Florida has the best beaches in probably the whole entire United States. So feel free to dip your feet in the sand and enjoy the salty life, with each coast being only like 1.5 hours or so away. So if you want to get some Gulf water in you, go ahead, enjoy the beaches like Clearwater and St. Pete. If you would like to go to the Atlantic, you may visit Daytona Beach or Cocoa Beach. The population is currently 56,400 people. It's growing rapidly. I mean, with all the new construction, both residential and commercial buildings, the population has grown by 28% since 2010. That's just a little statistic right there. Occasionally I get asked, hey, can I buy a house for sale in Claremont, Florida under $200,000? And I usually say that the median average home price is at $272,000 right now, $272,000. So the inventory for homes under $200K is very limited. There may be ones that pop up now and then, but they may require a lot more work for these market conditions. And what is there to love about Claremont? You will be constantly peeling the layers of what Claremont has to offer. Claremont is always keeping me on my feet, of the new and fun things to do and places to go. And, Claremont is a multifaceted city. And I keep saying this because no matter how long you have lived here, you always find new places to check out or new places to go. And that's what makes it so interesting. Living in Claremont means that you keep, unfolding and discovering all those new places to go, all those new things to do, new things to do, such as like the mom and pop shops, the cafes, the new businesses constantly just popping up and emerging, and the breweries, and restaurants. Also, all the water sports like the lakes, the boat rides, the skis, the waterfront, parks, and all the trails, and you can do it all here. You don't have to travel too far to enjoy yourself. So many free options. because you know the weather is great and the nature and the outdoors, that's free of charge. So therefore you don't always have to resort to paying an arm and a leg and drawing out some change if you love all these things. If you love nature, the outdoors, especially water, then Claremont is for you. Welcome to Claremont Life. Make sure to join our Facebook group about Clermont, Florida neighborhoods and pieces of information on there that I don't post anywhere else. So I will see you on Wednesday.